Good morning, evening, afternoon. Welcome to part 14 of 9, episode 1, Koko no tsu koko no ka koko no iro. Last episode, a few things happened. I'm trying to recall exactly what had happened again. Oh, right, okay. So we had found out that the Evil Eyes user has struck again. We don't know why they are striking other people, in terms of killing them, I should say, and who they are. So there's a lot of mystery in regards to that. And now Kujo has been worried about her power of late, of the limitations in certain aspects. So for now, we've found that she is at the moment stuck at 30 feet, 10 meters, and we then asked her if the second limitation she actually tested it, which is she has to see the object in order to steal it, which she seemed to have not tested. So that is where we left off with, where we're testing that theory on right now. Nothing else really happened last episode. It's quite surprising compared to the previous one. So yeah, nothing much to really say. So let's get straight into it. She sticks out her left hand with a murmur. Well, it's activated. For a bit. Her stigma glows dimly, but disappears instantly. Kind of hard. So you just need to know what to use your power on. I almost reached for my cell phone resting next to me, but stopped myself. Actually, it'd be a pain in the ass to use something of mine, since I'll forget about the whole thing afterwards. I get up and go to the kitchen. I go to the cupboard and fetch a mug with a picture of a cat on it, and then return to the room. Yep, she left the chair a while back. Using something in mind would mean you have to explain everything to me afterwards, which would be super annoying. So let's use this. Right. I look around the room. So all we have to do is make sure it's not in sight. Open up the drawer in my nightstand and remove the stuff inside to make room. Then I place the mug inside and close the drawer. How about this? Sorry about that. She nods and lifts her left hand. Her stigma faintly glows. She looks concerned for a moment, but then it happens the moment she gasps. The mug appears in Kujo's left hand. You're leveling up quickly. But the problem is we'd have to know what the... if we're using this on artifacts, we have to know what artifact it is. Because if we can see it, then sure, we can easily take it, because we know it's there. We can take it. But if it's something they've hidden, we don't even know what it is that they've hidden. Is it a clip? Is it a ring? Is it a necklace? So it's going to be difficult. It's really going to be useful. Why don't we shoot for one better while we're at it? Close your eyes for me, Kujo. She closes her eyes without so much as asking what I'm up to. Sorry, could you let me have the mug? She holds the mug with both hands, her eyes still closed, as a smile forms on her face. I take the mug, taking great pains not to touch her hands, and silently stand up. I then pause a moment to think. I've got hardly any furniture, so there isn't any sort of elaborate hiding place I can really find for this, but one thing I would think of doing is hiding up behind her actually, because that's one place they wouldn't even think about looking. Unless they're looking around the room, they would obviously see it behind them, but if they're trying to do it as if they're not see it, can't see it, it's a good place. Okay, Kujo, all set. As soon as I return to my spot, Kujo slowly opens her eyes. I hid the mug now. Now, try searching for it.
対象が分かっていて、場所が分からない場合の実験ね。
That's the idea, yeah.
やってみる。
Okay, but don't move from that spot. If you move, you'll see it. Is it the exact same thing as I suggested? Was that too much of a hint?
察しが悪いから大丈夫。やってみるね。
She opens and closes her left hand, as if doing some sort of warm-up exercise. After repeating that several times, she starts off by holding her hand out toward the same location as before, the shelf. I just think now, obviously she knows what it looks like, so she can picture it and search for it in her mind and then take it. What if, rather than visual, she had more of a description? Because let's say somebody had described their artifact, rather than showed us. That would be in our favor if that were to be the case. I wonder if that would be a factor. After repeating that several times, she starts off by holding her hand out toward the same location as before, the shelf. She tilts her head and moves on. She gropes around in front of her. Still nothing. She does the same with the right side of the room. She then aims back to the left side and then around the center. She tries holding her hand out to every corner of the room, but...
ダメね。射程に入ったって感覚がない。
Behind my laptop. I hid it behind the laptop.
パソコン、さっきやってみたけど。
An instant success. The mug once again returns to Kujo's hand.
対象が明確で、場所さえ把握できていれば、視界に入っていなくても能力は発動する。
Okay, so it needs to know the location and the object. Really does not help us too much. Now we really know the limits of your ability. It's still not going to be very useful in an ambush, but knowing that you don't actually have to see that your target is huge. Basically, as long as you get the drop on your opponents, things will be a cinch for you.
ありがとう、新見くん。やっぱり新見くんは私を正しい方向に導いてくれる。
I'm telling you, you're giving me too much credit. I just had an idea that happened to work out.
私だったら思いつきもしなかったから。ありがとう。新見くんのおかげで私は前進できる。
Kujo gives me a satisfied smile, her eyes sparkling. Trying to hide how embarrassed I am, I shrug my shoulders and give her a wry smile. So she's making progress. Is this really something I should be enabling? I said that I would be there for her, but I've still got my misgivings. I'm definitely not convinced that I should be taking what Sophie tells me at face value, but if it really is true, Kujo has a grim road in front of her. Sorry about that. I probably shouldn't be encouraging her to do this. On the other hand, I can't hold her back either. Talk about a dilemma.
ごめんなさい。一人で盛り上がっちゃって。
Huh? Oh, don't worry. She could probably tell from my look on my face I'm feeling a little glum. Kujo's apology gets me a little flustered, so I try to smooth things over. I was just thinking it over. Maybe we can... yeah, maybe we can broaden the idea even further.
解釈?
Yeah, with your power, you can even steal things you can't see, so... maybe you can even steal things that can't be seen. But like, in terms of memories, emotions, or you're thinking about like air, or I don't know. She gives me a blank stare, tilting her head. I mean, I'm just making this up as I'm going along, so yeah, I'm having trouble following too. I desperately try to solidify my thoughts. I mean, I think I actually could, if you think about it. Because when you steal an object from that person, you're already stealing their memory of that object. Yeah, it's like a natural extension of what you can do already. Maybe you can steal things that you can't be seen, like maybe feelings.
感覚.
Yeah, feelings. Or, hey, what about memories?
記憶.
If it was memories, that'd be big. Because we can do it on like the Perfect Queen, for example. Where she's always hiding things from us. Sorry, that's too much of a stretch, huh?
もしそれが可能なら、犯人見つけられる。
Kujo stares at her left hand and clenches it into a fist. I was basically making shit up, but the idea seems to have made quite an impression on Kujo.
感覚まで奪えたら、私の能力、思っていたよりもずっと強力。
Want to try it out? Is that going too far?
記憶を奪えるかどうか確かめてみたい気持ちはあるの。犯人を特定できるかもしれないし。
But life testing on people is a bit dangerous. You can tell that to me straight, you know. She slowly shakes her head.
できそうな気がする。新見くんの言葉に間違いはないって。でも、新見くんで試したくはないかな。
Tested on Koichi, I think is what his name was. Why?
だって、能力を使えば対象が私の手の中に自動的に移動するけれど、所有権を放棄しても対象は自動的に元の持ち主の元に戻らない。
So in other words, you can take someone's memories and just erase it in a sense. Or feelings.
新見くんの記憶を盗んで元に戻らなかったら、新見くんの日常生活に支障をきたしちゃう。
Well, you do have a point.
それに、これは、私の自分勝手な言い分だけど。
Okay.
せっかくこんなに仲良くなれたのに、新見くんが私のこと忘れちゃったら、とても悲しいもの。新見くん?
She looks on in shock as I collapse onto the table. Crap, my heart is about to explode, and I'm blushing to my ears. Damn it, you can't just go and say stuff like that, Kujo.
ごめんなさい。せっかく提案してくれているのに、弱気で。
No. The monumental effort of will, I wipe the dopey grin off my face and lift my head. I already said too much this time. You're absolutely right. It would be too dangerous.
だよね。仮にできたとしても、私では試せないかもしれない。
But there is one thing.
うん。
If you can teleport things away, shouldn't you be able to teleport things back? Good idea.
戻す。奪った時点で終わりじゃない?
Rather than the power of stealing, it's more like teleportation. But I mean, it is kind of stealing because you take their memories of the object, but yeah. Right. Kujo, I think your power isn't the ability to steal, but rather the ability to borrow. If it was really intended for stealing, then there would be no need to provide you a way to give up possession, don't you think?
確かにそうね。
Hey, wait a minute. Actually, it's obvious that you can meddle with memories.
なぜ？
Well, because you already have. Whenever you borrow someone else's possession, you also adjust their memories.
あ、そうね。確かに。
And then once you give up possession, those memories come back. I've experienced that. So you can both borrow memories and give them back. She balls her fists and looks at me with a radiant smile. Which is just way too embarrassing. I turn away.
やっぱり新見くん、すごい。
No, I'm just all talk. I don't even know what my own power is.
他者の力を正確に把握する能力だったりして。
And nobody will have that ability. Right man for the job, huh? I'm just the guy to help you out.
私たち相性ぴったりね。
Didn't you hear me last time? You can't just say stuff like that. And just like before, Kujo misinterprets my excessively embarrassed reaction.
ごめんなさい。調子に乗りすぎね。私、新見くんに頼りきりなのに。
I help figure things out. You help get things done. Nothing wrong with that, right? We work together, you know?
だよね。
She smiles and enthusiastically bobs her head. I always thought she was too diligent, too polite princess. But now that I've seen her do things like this a few times, I could say that Kujo is far more childlike than I ever expected.
試してみてもいいかな。戻せるかどうか。
Sure, let's give it a whirl.
ソラちゃん、今マグカップの記憶失ったり戻ったりしてるんだよね。後で謝らないと。
That's true. Nah, it's all good. She wouldn't even notice.
あ、お兄さんひどい。
She chuckles under her breath. Her expression becomes serious as she holds her hand over the mug atop the table and focuses her attention on it.
行きます。
Her stigma shines and the mug pops into her hand. I was staring at it the whole time, but even so, my eyes couldn't follow it. It just disappeared from one place and appeared in the other. Real life teleportation. Well, so far so good, I guess. You know, I just realized. You can't control a third party's memories, can you? Right now, I remember crystal clear that you used your power on something of Sora's.
本当だ。言われてみればそうだね。
Well, I guess it's not really a big deal.
デメリットではあるから気をつけた方がいいね。
True enough. Sorry for the derail.
じゃあ続きやってみるね。いつもはここで終わっていたけど。戻す。元の場所に。
Kind of hard.
ちょっと待ってね。多分触れてる感覚を手放して元の位置に置くような。
It's almost like you grow an extra limb and you have to try and learn how to use it. Oh? I was sitting at Kujo's left hand when the mug vanishes. I look down to the table and see...
戻った。
Yeah, you sure did. Well, would that really help us somehow? I mean, it's interesting. I guess if you were to say you saw somebody write something in a book or something like that, and you can't get near them to see what they wrote, you steal the notebook, and you have it in your hand. But obviously if you relinquish it on a spot, they'll notice that the book's not there and they'll realize that, oh, someone got it. But if you were to teleport it back to where it was, they wouldn't even notice the book was looked into. I can see it in those types of situations, but I don't know if that was really come in handy.
できた。
Yeah, I'll say.
新見くん、できたよ。
Alright. With my right hand, I put up my right hand and hold it out to Kujo. Wait, why are you going for a handshake? That's not what we're doing.
何?
Give me a high five.
はあ。
Finally comprehending the gesture, she presses her hand against mine. Not with a hard slap, but a gentle pop.
タッチ。
Kujo, have you never done a high five before?
うん。違う?
Look, just hold your hand up like that.
うん。
Like this. Kujo blinks and she pulls back her hand.
痛い。
Sorry, but you're supposed to really put your arm behind the high five.
本当に?
Yeah, I mean it. You gotta get that refreshing crack sound out of it, you know?
じゃあ、新見くん、て。
Oh yeah? Bring it. A limp smack with sounds. Not really what I was hoping for, but Kujo seems satisfied.
初ハイタッチ。
Maybe we should go for 2 and do your first memory swap too.
スティール?
Well, just saying steal sounds kind of lame, right? I figured that... I'm trying to think here, because in Japanese they have it differently. Because yeah, it's steal in Japanese, steeru. But in English it's swipe. So he says, well, I was just saying steal sounds kind of lame, so what is he trying to say? What was it, the original name? It's probably this kanji here, I'm not used to it, my apologies. Feel the name could use a little punching up, so it sounded more like a superpower. Gives it some flair, don't you think? So they make it sound like it's some superpower type of name, saying swipe instead of steal. But in Japanese they say demo ego dato. To say, I think. I'm not too sure, so my kanji is pretty bad. Demo ego dato something mitai de kako yoku nai ka. So making it sound similar to something like English word like steal. Once it make it sound more cooler. So it's slightly different, but just want to let you guys know.
おお、確かに。新見くんは天才だね。
Kujo, when you said that kind of thing, I can't tell if you're being serious or pulling my leg.
本気だよ。
Then you're severely overestimating me.
そんなことないよ。新見くんは私にとって。
Okay, enough of that. It's time you tried it out.
本当にいい?
Sure, suck it to me. Okay, he says don't koi, give it to me or let it go or have at it, I think you could say.
じゃあ。
The perfect test subject has arrived. My apologies, Sora. She had her hand outstretched towards me, palm open, but now tentatively closes it. A noise comes from the entryway. Probably Sora.
兄やん来たよ
What? Is he seriously listening in on us? Naochi? I can't really isn't it full name. But wow, what is he doing here? That was Sora shrieking. And what sounded like a man? Kujo, stay here. Stand up without waiting for Kujo's reply. Rush to the kitchen and practically kick open the door. Sora, are you okay?
お兄ちゃん、なんか知らん人が。
Yeah. So how much has he heard?
違う。知らない人じゃないから。友達だから。だ
ってコソコソしてたお兄ちゃん泥棒。
違うってば。友達だってば。
深沢くん。
あ、はい、そうです。深沢です。ねえねえ、知り合いだったでしょ？
え？マジで？お兄ちゃんマジで？
He's technically my classmate.
なんだよまあ、びっくりした。
僕だってびっくりしたよ。
Kujo is uncertain how to handle the situation. Me, I'm just so done with this. I got myself all worked up over literally nothing. Why are you even here, Yoichi?
メッセージ送ったじゃん。遊ぼうって。
Oh. That one I ignored? I forgot to ever check it. Look man, I already told you not to come over here without getting my permission first.
ちょうど近くにいたの。ついでだったの。
Hold up, how did you get in here?
鍵開いてた。
Huh? Oh. The thing is, we only heard one door open. So how long has he been here? Shit, apparently I was so engrossed with talking to Kujo that I forgot to lock the door.
F 不侵入。
それはそうなんだけど、ちゃんと挨拶するつもりだったよ。でもさ、九条さんと二人っきりでいるとは思わないじゃん。
ごめんなさい。私が二人の約束を邪魔しちゃったってことだよね。ごめんなさい。
Interrupted your plans together is what I'm gathering. Oh, okay, now is what I can see. I was just wondering, I just read that two separate things and I was quite confused. You most definitely did not. I never made any plans with this guy. You absolutely do not have to apologize.
そうじゃなくて、遊ぶ約束とかもうどうでもいいんだよ。あんな状況だったらさ。イチャイチャが加熱するまで覗くしかないじゃん。でしょ？
Say what now?
イチャイチャ。
Icha is more like flirtatious or like flirting around in a sense.
変態？
Okay, I'm pretty sure a lot more people know what that word means. Hentai is perverts, or what's the other word that could be used for that? But yeah, that's what you would think, but you've got issues. I wouldn't really say that would be the choices of words, but okay.
人は僕を紳士と呼ぶよ。
I've never seen such a big fat lie before. Please, I'm begging you, go home. You've done enough damage already.
やだよ、この裏切り者。いつから九条さんと付き合ってたのさ。
付き合っマジ？付き合っ
No, we aren't dating.
付き合ってないのにここにいるの？二人っきりで？それおかしくない？
How are we going to explain this to him?
普段お世話になっているからご飯を作らせてもらってて。
That is something you probably should have not have mentioned.
ご飯？
Yeah.
九条さんの手作り。
They emphasize here the tetsukuri, the handmade cooking. So it adds more familiar, a connection there. Don't give me that look. Scram.
頼む、かける。僕も九条さんのご飯食べたい。
Then we can't explain things. We can't do two things with him, yeah.
よかったら作るけれど。
九条さん、なんていい人だ。
なんかよくわかんないけど、ニーニの友達なんだよね。
More or less.
親友です。
じゃあまあ別にいいんじゃないの？ご飯くらい。
優しい。妹さんも優しい。あ、深澤陽一です。
新見空です。兄がお世話になっております。
I watch the two of them warm up to each other and I sigh. You win this round, Yoichi. Expect you to pay your share of the groceries.
払う。超払う。
じゃあ作るね。
Sorry, Kujo.
大勢だと作りがいがあるし。よーし、頑張って作っちゃおうかな。ちょっと待っててくださいね。は
ーい。Okay, well, we'll find out how this ended up next time. How this ends, because we wanted to test things out, and we got interrupted. And now that interruption is going to continue for a bit. The problem now is, did Yoichi hear us? I have a feeling he did. Yeah. Because he knew that Kujo was here. And when obviously he said he didn't want to interrupt us. So since he knew that Kujo was there, that would mean he was in range of hearing. If he doesn't say anything, I'm going to be pretty suspicious of him. Okay, I thought I might not, but I think I will do it now. So, the past a few episodes ago, I mentioned who I think might be the evil user. I think it might actually be him. Said right here. Normally when you have a good side and a bad side, you would normally know or find out who the good side is and you know who the bad person is. In a visual novel with sprites and character faces and things like that, and voices even as well, you would know that the good side will interact or face off with the bad side. If you are going to do that, the bad side should have a sprite and the bad side should have voice. And when I obviously looked at the sounds, because I do that for some unknown reason, there's no other characters in here. But yeah. Anyway, I'll just leave that on the side. We'll find out sooner or later, so whatever. Anyway, let's go back into it. So, we were able to test out Kujo's ability. It's interesting where she can teleport things to her and teleport things back. Now, the thing about the memories and emotions, that is a big question. But she can take control of memories and remove memories. That is big. It could change a lot of things. We'll have to wait and see how that goes, because we'll have to see if it actually works or not. Or what will they think of using it for, is another thing. And I mentioned it pretty early on in the series, probably episode 2, 3 or something, I'm not too sure when. But Kujo seems to be really trustworthy or close to Kakeru. He doesn't think, she she places a lot of trust in him. And I thought at that time that she perhaps already likes him or things like that. But I'm not too sure. Because it does seem like lately she does possibly have things for him now. Because obviously, if it's not obvious by now, Kakeru definitely has things for her. That's no doubt about that. Yeah. Well, not as much happened again in this episode. There was a lot of back and forth between Kujo and Kakeru. And then only the ending was really things started to heat up with Yoichi somehow loitering around in the background. I just thought of this now though. He had picked out that Sora was Kakeru's sister right from the get-go, yet Sora didn't even know Yoichi. Obviously we've mentioned Sora multiple times, but what's to say that she was just another girl in his apartment? Oh no, never mind. I forgot, she's already said brother and broski, whatever they had in English, the Oni-chan, in the early parts of before she found Yoichi, so never mind, okay. Use that as an excuse, I guess. Other than that, I think that's it. More questions. I want more answers, not questions. Oh well. We'll have to wait and see how it goes next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please know what your thoughts were on the episode, and I will see you all next time.